Well, Her Halo was my debut album. So when I was 20 years old, I was fresh out of university. I quit after a year because it made me hate music. I was just basically just nobody. I was working in a very simple job. I was doing lots of recreational things at my young age. And me and my best mate, we were tied at the hip. Luke and I were tied at the hip. He's a piano player, still good friends to this day. He was a big fan of Teramaze, and he was a big fan of progressive metal music in general, and that's what connected us during high school. He saw that Dean was looking for a solo vocalist for his solo project, and he sent me the information with the track. And I kind of was, I didn't really listen to Teramaze at the time. I knew some of the songs because he would show me, and he said esoteric symbolism changed his life and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So I looked at the track and I was like, oh yeah, I can write some lyrics to that, write a song. I'd been singing since I was 13, so I've had a good amount of practice of just sort of, writing it by myself and acoustically writing, simple song styles. But this was something I've always wanted to do because I'd become such a big fan of progressive metal, Dream Theater being my main influence. And when I heard For the Innocent, I knew exactly what I wanted to sing, I knew exactly what I wanted to hear. It was very easy for me to write vocal melodies and lyrics to. And I did. I sent it, I recorded it. I didn't have any equipment at the time because I was still really young and not exactly sure where my life was going. I had a MacBook computer that I did have though. It was my only sort of piece of equipment. I recorded my vocals into the input microphone that's built into the computer, and I sent that to Dean. It's quite embarrassing thinking about it now, but that's what I sent to Dean when I was 20. I would never dream of sending him that anymore, but it's just funny looking back. That's what I did. And then 2 days later, he calls me and he says, "Can you record this onto a microphone? Because it sounds great. The melody's perfect." I was like, "Cool, that's awesome. All right." So I get into the university. My mate got me in. We used his key code, so I snuck in with him, and I recorded for an hour or two what I'd written for Dean. Re-recorded it, sent it to him with the new vocal mics, and he loved it. He thought it was great. We changed a few simple things. Otherwise, most of what you hear on the track For the Innocent, which became part of the Her Halo album, is what I sang when I first sent him those demo vocals. I wrote them in my room. I remember the house, I remember where I was, I remember what I was doing at the time. It's hard to forget that, because after I sent him those vocals, within a day, he calls me and he says, "This song wasn't for my solo project, this was for Teramaze." Kind of blew me away, and he said, "Do you want to be the new vocalist of Teramaze?" And I remember when that phone call happened, I was at my friend's house and we were both in his basement together playing video games, and he said, "You gotta do it." He's looking at me, "You gotta do it." I'm on the phone with Dean and he's telling me, "You gotta do this, you gotta do this."